Hello once again, my triggers. Welcome back to more Let's Play Chrono Ninja. Last time we made our way into here, and we got partway through, and this time we're gonna hopefully go balls deep. Hopefully we're gonna go like all the way. Okay, yeah. It is kind of cool that they made like a little like cutscene for this guy. Also don't know what to... Oh my god. Flare, kill him, please. Oh man, he hits very hard, jeez. Okay, I'm pretty sure that there are not many of these guys. Okay, shoot, jeez. Oh man, frog flare, cool. Oh, it's just because I had them both in the party. I'm pretty sure I had Flare and Frog Squash. You just have to do a battle with each of them in the party for it to like, give you the combo move or whatever. Oh man, okay, well that was scary for a minute, but we lived. Yeah, we have to do the Gato palette swap fight, which is fine. Man, half your life. Let's see what dark or what black hole does. It must be something that hits like around your dude. Okay, wow. Core memory unlocked. I vaguely remember that. I like barely remember that, but I do remember that. Wow. I like never used that like ever. I'm pretty sure because whenever like I got dark matter, I just used dark matter like all the time. Maybe he's too big. Maybe the like the larger dudes like can't fit inside of it or something. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work on large targets. Oh man, by the way, today is November 17th, 2024. I'm a couple of days ahead on like uploading. But last Tuesday, November 12th, 2024, I got a message basically saying like, hey, your grandma is I'm trying to think what all happened. She like had a fall, and then I went to my mom and I was like, so is this her like third fall? And she was like, it's her fourth fall. So, and I'm pretty sure she broke her wrist at some point from the fall. But she was in some sort of like rehabilitation center. And I forget exactly like what happened, but basically, long story short, they were just like, okay, we decided to oh wait, I'm trying to think. I think she like lost consciousness or something. And this happened one other time where we were all at like a meal. We're at her birthday meal actually. And she had ordered like a large pancake with lots of whipped cream. There's a thing she liked or whatever. And we're all just sitting around chatting and eating or whatever. And all of a sudden, like her head just like went down. She just like lost consciousness like while eating. And it turns out, they said later that she had like a UTI. Apparently a urinary tract infection can somehow make you lose consciousness. I'd never heard of that being a thing. But for whatever reason, while she was at the rehabilitation clinic, something happened. Man, I really should know. I don't know. I'm just blanking on it right now. But they basically said, yeah, they're just gonna, the decision was made to, like, put her in, like, hospice care. And basically just, like, let nature take its course. So she's at that point where, like, she's not dead yet, but she's not really, like, alive either. But it's like, well, she's so freaking old that she's been in, like, decline for, like, so long. Like, she doesn't really, like, talk a whole lot. And for a while, I thought it was just, like, her hearing was, like, getting, like, worse. But somewhere down the line, I noticed that she would, like, not really, like, participate in the conversations. Like, you had to, like, in order to get her to talk, you sort of had to like wave your hands in front of her and get her attention. And be like, Grandma, would you like, you know, some more water? Would you like some more this or that or whatever, you know? And then she would answer you. But yeah, her hearing was bad. And her vision's like bad. Which is like when you're a bajillion years old. I mean, she's like, what, 90? There's like no way around it, but basically, like, the decision was made to just take her off the meds or whatever and to not give her any, like, IVs or whatever and to just let nature take its course, pretty much. So basically, the next time that her UTI makes her lose consciousness, they might not, like, revive her. I actually don't know if they have a straight-up DNR. The, what do you call it? The do not resuscitate thing or whatever. But she's, like, on, like, her deathbed, pretty much. And she's just, like, laying there. And it was weird because this is the first time. This is sort of like a, what do you call it? Like a momentous thing, sort of. Because, like, because I was thinking about it. It's like, you know, I'm 40 now. So, like, up to this point. Oh, I should have targeted the smaller dudes first. Yeah, I forgot. Because Magus still needs, like, a buttload of tech points before he gets dark matter. So I should still try to get the things. Probably won't get any off of this fight, but yeah, like this first part of my life was just like a chapter sort of that just where Grandma was just alive, and now that I'm like middle-aged, now from middle age onward is gonna be the part of my life where she's not alive. And I don't know, it's kind of like I feel like this kind of like not monumental, like momentous thing. I feel like things like this, just in general, sort of like weigh like more heavily on my heart than it does like the other members of my family. Either that or they're just hiding it better. I don't know. But I'm sitting here going like she's basically just like laying there in the bed, like in like silence. Just like laying there, like with no like music, no TV or whatever. Just laying there waiting to die. It's like, geez. You know, and then people come in once an hour or however often and check to see if she needs anything. You know, and they feed her 3 times a day just to get her out of the room for like a little while. But it's like, man, I don't know. Well, this is the first family member that's been like close. Oh wow, everybody's locked. Okay, hopefully. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should kill the big guys since they're the ones doing the attacks. Are they doing the attacks? Otherwise, I could possibly die. Yeah, it is the big guy. He's making like a... My god. Let me just run from this fight. Yeah, I know Luca could probably survive, but... He's only taking 20 at a time, but like this fight's just gonna take like forever. It's not like a dumb fight. But yeah, I mean, this is probably gonna be like a Debbie Downer episode. Like, I'm not typically like a Debbie Downer, but it's like, well, I also, anyone that's watched my videos for a while knows that I never shy away from talking about like stuff that's like hard in my life, you know. But this is like the first relative that's ever died that I'm like sad about enough to like cry about. Like everyone else has been like, I don't want to say I didn't like care about them, but it's like, well, they weren't really like prominent family members. It would be like, it would be someone that I would see like once a year or less, or, you know, once every couple of years. Or it would be someone that died, but I hadn't seen them in several years or whatever. So it's like, you just feel like less connected to them. And then plus growing up, like I wasn't really connected to them like in the first place. Like when my great-grandparents died, you know, my great-grandma died first, and then my great-grandpa survived for, like, I don't even know how long time, though. But it's like, even when we would visit my grandma as a kid, it was like, you would visit grandma, and then while visiting grandma, you would, for like one day, for like one part of one day, you would then go and visit great-grandma and great-grandpa. So it was like a fraction of a visit or whatever. Or you know what I mean, right? Like, we would visit grandma for like a week, and then we would go over for like a part of a day to my great-grandma and great-grandparents' house. So the amount of time I spent with them total over the course of my life was like very small, actually. So obviously I was like kind of like bummed out when they died, but it wasn't like, I wasn't like devastated by it or anything. But it's just weird having it be like so close. Like, to be like, this is the first time I've ever been like in the room with like a dying person. And then that's when all the, just like the way my mind like works. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that my mind goes to all these places. But I'm sitting here going like, you know, like her living, like her, like, what do you call it? Like quality of life, like totally sucks right now. She has like no entertainment, no like, just, I mean, I don't know. She's just like literally just laying in a bed. And it's like, yeah, well, even if you like visit them or whatever, you know, like I've been going every day since last Tuesday. Like, it still kind of occurs to you that, like, you know, like you know that object permanence is a thing. So it's like, even when I leave, she's still like just laying there in that condition. But it's easier to just like not think about it because you're like not in the room, like seeing it at that moment. Or like once you leave, then it's easier to just like put it out of your mind because you're not like confronting it. Why am I so low on mid-ethers? Actually, there might be a save point. Let's keep going. Actually, if I switch out Marl, I can heal with Marl and then swap back. I'm gonna have to swap again. Oh, Magus is fine. Well, maybe I should swap out, we'll swap out Frog since he's out of magic. Huh. What's the deal with this? What's this thing up here? Is that just, like, openness? Or is that wall? But, like, all these questions and whatnot, like, also, like, kind of pop up. Like, if I was in that condition, like, I would want someone there, like, round the clock. So it is, like, kind of, like, crazy. Like, I feel, like, guilty, like, leaving. Because it's, like, even if I go there for, like, a while, it's like, what? Well, I could have stayed for, like, an extra hour. Or I could have stayed every waking moment. You know? So, like, any amount of time I spend with her, then when she dies, I'll always have to tell myself, it's like, well, I could have spent more time with her, but I chose not to. I only chose to spend 1 hour, but I should have spent 4 hours every day or 8 hours every day with her, you know? Okay, so can you just, like, pew these guys? Yeah, so her freaking quality of life just, like, totally sucks right now. So I'm just like, man, what if she hangs on for, like, another, like, month? And now I'm sitting here going, like, if I was in that position, would I want to just, like, lay there for a month? Oh, wow, look at the delay on that. She has 0 HP, but she's still standing. I wonder if she got the experience, or if that counted her as dead. So basically, like, I was like, you know, you put yourself in their shoes. It's like if I was in that position, like, I would want someone there like all the time, because she kind of like she would like go to sleep on and off, and like there were times where she would just like close her eyes and she was maybe not sleeping, and then she would like just like open her eyes and kind of like look around or whatever. But if I was in that position, if I was like dying, like if I fell asleep and then like I woke up and there was just like nobody in the room, that would like that's so like hard to like think about. Oh, wow. Please don't game over on this fight. Yeah, I'm running. I ain't risking it. I don't remember that that counter move like being like a thing or whatever. Like counter with a one-hit kill. Like what the hell? And yeah, the people that do that job, like, yeah, I could not do that job. Because, like, if I was doing my rounds... Oh, thank God. If I was, like, doing my rounds and I went to leave the room, like, it would be so heartbreaking if I went to leave the room and the person was like, no, please don't go. Like, please stay with me. Nobody visits me. I'm so lonely. Please, will you stay? Please? Like, I would be like, okay, well, I guess I gotta stay with you until I get fired. It's like, it would be, like, so heartbreaking. There's, like, no way I'd be able to leave. So, like, I wonder, like, they're probably, like, trained on, like, what to do if that happens, because that probably happens. There's probably people that, like, nobody ever visits them. Okay, physical attacks do not work on the bottom guy. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have, like, we had the mutant at the door, this mutant, and there might be one more mutant. Oh man, it's probably not a good party for a boss. I mean, I can use Ayla to heal, but she's also like a main attacker. She's like a strong physical attacker person. Oh, I should have looked at how much this did. It was like 600, I think, right? So it's like crazy. Like, there's like, just like sitting in the room, like watching her. Like there was a couple of times where she was just like sleeping and doing that like breathing that you do when you're like asleep or whatever, where you're just like, you know. And I'm sitting here going like, what if she like stops breathing with like me in the room? Like what if I'm like the one person that like witnesses her like last breath? You know, just like all kinds of like crazy shit like that. Well, it's like, well, it's not crazy. Like it might actually happen. So I'm sitting here going like, if I was in that position, it's like, what would I want my life to look like? I would want someone always in the room. But then it makes me wonder, like, is her like heart broken when she wakes up and there's like nobody in the room? That's like so sad to think about. But it's like, well, I can't just spend every waking moment there, but it's like, well, I technically could. So I kind of feel guilty that I could, but I'm like choosing not to. But then if I were to say that, then someone might be like, well, you have been going like every day, so that's better than what a lot of people do for their grandparents. I'm like, well, that's relative though. You know, if you go every day for an hour, it's like, well, I could have gone every day for 6 hours. That would have been like way better. Yeah, that guy actually wasn't that hard. Blaze kick. All right, cool. Okay, let's be smart. Let's go back. Save again. I'm glad I held off on using the mid ethers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I came across mid ethers a few times, but I'm sucking so much fumes on money, and I don't even have the like the best equipment. So I'm like trying to like hold off on spending money on consumables. Oh man, another elevator. All right. Oh, I forgot. This also locks us into, like, multiple fights, I think. You know, for a second, I was gonna be like, maybe this one just doesn't have any fights. Maybe this is just empty elevator. But, nope. Oh man, lightning doesn't work either. Alright. What about fire? What about some hot fire? I guess we gotta technically try all the elements. Oh, there we go. I was about to say, even if fire doesn't work, it's like, well, they might be resistant to all elements except for one, so you do technically have to try all of them. 72 tech points, Jesus. Oh man, just one fight? Alright, cool. See that? Ayla was like standing on the... Oh, what the heck? Wait, why can you just stand on the openness? Is that a perspective thing messing with me? Because this looks like it should be like this back wall. Like this wall here going down further. Down this shaft should be this, but you can just walk on it. Huh. I don't know why you can do that, but okay. Okay, so I guess we already have, like, the stronger version of these guys, I think, right? I think the other one we fought was not called Synchronites. It would be cool if Dark Mist was, like, a little bit stronger, but it costs, like, 10 MP or something. Something just to make it a little bit different. You know, Magus is, like, an all-powerful wizard, and yet his dark magic is just as strong as his fire, ice, and lightning magic, you know? You would think that his, like, dark magic would be like a notch higher than the other elements. Which I guess he does have the dark matter spell, but you know what I mean, right? Like, the point overall still stands. It would have been cool if there was something to set it apart from the other elements. Okay, I totally forgot what to do against these guys. Okay, well, let's heal, I guess. I mean, I feel like this should work if it's 15. Wow, it just doesn't work. Or it should, like, do some damage or something. Instead of just, oh, you just wasted 15 MP. Wow, what a dick. Alright, screw this fight. Let's get out of here. We're gonna kill my mage. Like, I was hoping that most of the damage would come from her. So they're just gonna kill her, like, right away. Might as well just dip out of this fight. Oh, man, but yeah, so I'm sitting here, I think I'm gonna, like, ask my mom if she'd be willing to, like, come in at, like, the same time as me, and we can both sit with my grandma together. Because it's, like, it's easy to, like, not cry when there's, like, another person in the room, but it's, like, impossible not to when it's just you and her, you know? And so I'm sitting here going, like, man, am I just gonna, like, what if she lives for another, like, month or two? Like, am I really just gonna go in every day and just, like, sit there and cry next to her, like, every single day for possibly weeks? And then I also kind of feel guilty for making it about me. Like, why am I thinking about me, like, right now? She's the one that's dying, and I'm sitting here being an asshole thinking about myself, you know? Okay, can I go, please? Like, the animations take so long that I'm actually not, like, not very much of the time is spent, like, attempting to run. Please run. Please run. Wow. I don't think I've seen that. Like, I don't recognize that, like, kneeling from the side posture or whatever. Could we please freaking run? Wow, you're not gonna run. Literally couldn't run to save your life. You'd rather just sit there and die instead of run. Okay, fine. Okay, let's try this again. Jeez. I don't know why those guys made that, like, screech sound. Boy, they're so big, and yet they got the first attack, like, instantly. It's, like, crazy. Okay, so it's heal with Frog. By the way, Frog Squash is actually, like, not bad. They do those moves that take half your health or whatever. And if you get hit with one of those, then Frog Squash becomes, like, pretty good. I had, like, 477 HP. And it did, like, well over 1,000 still. So you actually don't have to be, like, super low on HP in order to get, like, use out of it. Yeah, it should be okay to just pew these guys. The rest of the way. Okay. Alright, we got this. Got the heal going off. That guy's almost dead. We got this. Oh man, I can't believe I died on a regular fight, but it's like, well, they just like went after my damage dealer. Oh, let's be smart and heal. Man, 188 is like so weak sauce. Frog doesn't really have like a medium strength heal. Oh man, 2 of these guys? Jeez. Yeah, I forgot that we have to fight 2 of them. Alright, Frog Flare, do it. Okay, shoo. Oh man, how the hell is Luca out of magic already? Okay, so I wonder which of those fights will, like, stay completed or whatever. Like, if I run back. Oh, wait, I'm pretty sure there's a save room or a save point here. We're actually okay. Alright. We're gonna fight these wall dudes. Little line bomb will take care of them. Hello? Dude. It's like weird how like the bar can be full, turn white, and it's still like not activating. Okay, this is pretty much all of Luca's magic. Wow, it didn't kill him. But yeah, I mean, that's the plan. Just go in every day. Like, it's been, like, questionable, like, where she is, like, mentally. In terms of, like, how much, like, mentalness she has, like, remaining. Like, one of my sisters, like, I'm not sure if she has, like, any sort of, like, dementia or Alzheimer's. She doesn't seem to. But, one of my sisters became convinced at my other sister's wedding. She came up to say hi to Grandma, and she was like, oh, I didn't recognize you. And she was like, oh my gosh, Grandma didn't recognize me. That means she has dementia. And it's like, well, it's like, you know, and I was like, well, it could be because, like, because when you're at, like, a wedding, you look vastly different from how you always look, normally, because you're all dolled up. You're wearing, like, maximum makeup or whatever. Like, you look way different. So when she said, I didn't recognize you, it could mean that, like, I didn't recognize you for, like, a second, and then I recognized you, you know? So it's like if someone was, like, 400 pounds, and then they lost, you know, 200 pounds, and then they just come up and say hi to you out of the blue, you might not recognize them for a second, but that doesn't mean that you have dementia, you know? It just means that they look different from how you're used to seeing them. So you just didn't recognize them for a moment, but because she's old, now anything about not recognizing someone is automatically turned into that she has dementia. It's like, well, she probably has, like, some kind of mental decline, but it's like, well, it could just be, like, age-related, just general decline. Oh, should I use magic wall, by the way? Maybe that'd be worth it. Maybe I should use it on Frog to try to keep him alive, just so he doesn't die. But like I said before, somewhere down the line, she just like stopped talking. Like she would only speak when spoken to. So like she seems like when you ask her a question, she'll like give you the correct answer. And like her answers seemed to imply that she understood what you were asking, you know? So it's like, well, if you have dementia, then don't you like lose the ability to like understand when people are like asking you questions, you know? Oh man, I thought that was gonna hurt like super bad. Well, because the one that the golem dudes do would do like 400 or 500 or some crazy amount, you know? I don't know what to do with Magus, by the way. I know the bottom half is not getting hurt very badly by magic. But I guess we take out the top half, might as well. If we can do good damage to one of the sections, then we could probably just go ahead and just do attacks that do that or whatever, that hurt the one section by a lot. Oh, I actually don't need to heal. Frog Flare? I don't know. Dark Mist? I don't know. I mean, 2300's like, it's like pretty good. I'm pretty sure it's more than what Luca and Frog could do separately. And that was actually 1,000. Magus did 1,000 by himself, so that's pretty good. I guess I'll do that every turn with him. Oh, do I still have the memory hat on? The thing that prevents confusion? Luckily, I had that heal buffered. Okay, so after this guy, we'll end it. Oh, he's dead. Okay, never mind. But we'll still end it after this fight. I just didn't think he was gonna die. Can he not survive without the bottom half or something? Heal first. So yeah, so I mean, I don't know if she'll be dead by the time this video goes up, or if she'll be dead by the time this Let's Play is like over. So like, I don't exactly know like how much time she has left, but she's definitely at that, like it makes me wonder, like what I would want if I was in that position, you know, when I get to where I'm in that position, because it's really sad when you think about like the concept of like the deathbed, where it's just like you're just gonna be in this bed, you're just gonna lay there until you die, and it's like sad to think that like all of us someday are gonna have our turn in that bed, and we're just gonna lay there, and we're just gonna lay there, and occasionally someone will come and visit us, and then we'll feel comforted and whatnot, and we'll enjoy their presence, and then they'll stand up and they'll say, "I love you," and then they'll walk out the door, and then you're by yourself again for hours, however many hours, hours and hours and hours just going by. Like, you just imagine, like, you're just laying there, just waiting for time to pass, and just hours go by and hours go by. You know, even if she gets a visitor every day, I mean, I'm gonna, like, I fucking promise I'm going, like, every fucking day. I'm going every single day, but it's like, well, I'm only one person. Like, I would want, like, I would want someone there, like, all the time, or at least, like, people to be, like, doing shifts or whatever. Like, you come in for 2 hours, and I'll chill by myself for, like, a half hour, and then I want someone else to come in for a while or whatever. Like, I don't, basically, like, I don't want to be in the room by myself in silence for hours on end. I guess, like, the only interruptions are, like, once an hour, like, the I don't even know what they're called, but the people that work there come in and they'll ask if you want water, or if you want, you know, if you're warm enough, or if your pillow's adjusted properly or whatever. But that takes just a minute or two, and then they leave, and then you're by yourself again. So she's by herself for like a good chunk of the day. You know, like, probably like 80% of her waking hours, you know. Well, she's not awake like for most of the day. She's probably sleeping like 20 hours a day. But yeah, so I'm just sitting here going like, man, like does she like I even mentioned to my mom, I was like, does she want like the TV on for like background like noise or something? Like she likes game shows, so it's like, does she want to watch Price is Right reruns so she can hear Bob Barker's voice, or hear the little like doot 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 of like the wheel going around, or hearing like the Family Feud jingle, or the Match Game jingle, or the Card Sharks jingle, or whatever? Like, does she really just want to lay there in silence? Like, there's no way that that's what she wants, right? But then again, it's like, well, maybe she's kind of like past the point of like, I don't know, I just can't imagine that you would just be okay with just like laying there in a room by yourself in silence. And it's like sad to think that like, even though I go in and visit her or whatever, once I leave, she's right back to square one. She's back to being by herself in the room by herself in silence for who knows how long, until someone else comes. So it's just like, man. So I mean, that's the plan, to just go every day, I guess. Like, I don't know. And then it's always gonna turn into like, when she does die, like I'm gonna have to like come to terms with the fact that it's like, yes, I did visit her every day, but it's like, well, you know, if I visit her for like 45 minutes or an hour or whatever, it's like, well, there was an opportunity to spend more time with her, but I didn't. And it's just because other family members are probably not going to visit as often. That doesn't change the fact that I could have visited her more. I could have stayed for longer, but I chose not to. But it's like, well, how much are you expected to visit someone before you're relieved of the guilt of like not doing it? Like how much would you have to visit with them before you don't feel guilty for not spending more time with them, you know? But oh, let's do a save state, by the way. But yeah, I mean, I know it's been kind of a Debbie Downer episode, but I just wanted to talk about it. I always talk about stuff that I'm going through in my life or whatever, but most of the time I don't, because there's usually nothing going on in my life that's like depressing or whatever. But or you know, hard situations or whatever in my life. Like other than my job like being like difficult or whatever, and me being like burned out and stuff, there's really not a whole lot. Like my life isn't like full of like tragedies that are like worth talking about normally. But like I said, like this is like the first time that that someone dying has been like that. Like this is the closest I've ever been in terms of like proximity to like a dying person. Like all the other deaths were either they died like far away, or they were a distant enough family member that I wasn't like affected by it a whole lot. But anyway, yeah, I guess I don't know what else to say. I guess we'll just end it. So, oh yeah, that was another thing. Like I'm not sure like what like to say to her. Like one of the days I went in, you know, I told her like that, you know, that I loved her and all the things that you say to a dying person. You know, I basically said that like, we all love you, we're all thinking about you, we all care about you, we're all proud of you, yada yada, you know. And then once I was done, I'm just like, I told her, I was just like, I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, do you want me to just like talk? If you want, I can just talk, you know, because God knows that's like the thing I can do, you know, very well. And she said no. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just sit here with you then. So I just sat there in silence with her. So just like, so once you say all of the what do you call it, like stereotypical things that you say to a dying person, like are you like, am I supposed to just go there and just talk about my life or my day or whatever? Am I supposed to just be like, oh, this funny thing happened at work today? Like, does she even care? Does she even want to listen to me talk? And she said no that one time. She just wanted like peace and quiet, I guess. But so obviously I wasn't like bothered by it, but I was just like, but it seems weird to have there be like that much silence, to have her and me in the room, and to have her just like laying there with her eyes opened, just like staring off and like occasionally like looking around or turning her head or whatever. It's like, I feel like I should say something, you know. I feel like I should like talk to her, you know. Like if I was dying, I maybe like if I was dying, like would I want to be treated like I was dying, or would I want them to just like talk to me like it's a normal day or whatever? So yeah, I don't know. So I guess just on that day, I guess she just like didn't want to. She just didn't want to. She just wanted to just like sit there in silence or whatever and just have me be with her. But yeah, I guess like Debbie Downer episode over. Like, I don't know what else to say. I guess we're done. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.